I miss my kids. Welcome to the Change Guru. This is a place where we have a weekly conversation about all things midlife. And today I want to talk about how to deal with missing your kids when you've got the whole empty nest thing going on. And even if you don't have children, what I'm going to talk about applies to any of us at midlife who are experiencing some kind of ache in our souls for something that we no longer have around. You know, it might be that we've lost a parent, or we are not in a relationship, or we've lost a pet, or we've got, you know, we don't have the same job anymore. Just some type of dealing with a loss that maybe just comes back as a bit of sadness. I know this feeling. My kids, as far as empty nest goes, my kids who are not kids anymore, my son's 27, my daughter's 25, my youngest is almost 22. They've been out of the home for a while now, but recently, and I'm not quite sure what it is, you know, it might be hormonal. I'm 52, I'm in perimenopause. It could be just reminiscing, it could just be age, it just could be that I live across the street from an elementary school and I see moms and their kids and I just long for that time. Whatever it is, I've just been getting these very intense feelings of, oh, I miss my kids. I just feel this feeling like I just want to reach out and I want to grab them, even though they're older. I just want to hold their souls. And it's funny even talking about it. It gets me feeling emotional. And the other day I was explaining to my husband that I just really feel these intense feelings. And it made me think I want to share with you how I approach them and deal with them. And the first thing that I do is, even when it gets me upset and sad, I guess, to feel these feelings of perhaps love so intense that it hurts, I sit with them, I feel them, I don't push them away, I don't drink them away, I don't eat them away, I don't work them away. I sit with them and I feel them, and I know that it's okay to be in this space where you feel vulnerable, where you feel emotional. And I think one of the weird things about human nature is that we just are so adverse to pain and so not used to being able to just sit with it and move through it, that, you know, we're just not used to it. It's like a skill set that we have to completely learn. So my suggestion is, if you feel this kind of ache like I do from missing, whether it's your kids, a parent, parents, friends, a job, a pet, to express it in a creative form. So if you're a painter, you know, paint it out. If you love to work out, you know, go for long walks. For me, I'm so fortunate because I do this. I work with women at midlife, and so for me, even talking about this right now, making a video about it, and talking to you, you're helping me kind of express myself and channel this pain in a positive and creative way, and it just allows me to walk through it and to process it. I've got a lot of comfort from our cat, Cleo. She's 14 years old, and I always really love her, and I've always been a good cat mom, but I just really noticed that she gives me so much comfort right now. The other night, when I was feeling low, she came up on the bed, snuggled next to me, wrapped her tail around my body, and it was just like she knew, you know. I really believe in the power at this time, if you're experiencing loss, to connect with an animal. If you can't have an animal with you, a furry kid with you, you know, there's so many alternate ways you can achieve that. You can volunteer at an animal shelter, you can foster an animal, you can adopt an elephant. My friends adopted an elephant in Africa. So there's a lot of ways that you can, you know, just have a soul connection with a furry being, to just have that kind of instinctual thing going on, that little psychic connection. I just find right now, more than ever, having that connection with my furry kid Cleo is very, very helpful for me. This one is such a weird one for me, and it really naturally evolved. I've just been spending more time ever in the kitchen lately, and also learning how to garden. Just these really basic, down to the ground, nurturing activities. It helps me open my mind to, like, when I first had the babies and I didn't know how to change a diaper, I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. It kind of has a parallel to that, where I'm learning a new skill of just nurturing something from the very, very start, and growing it and increasing my skills. And that came in the way of a mom activity, a womanly activity. So you might just experiment, even if you've been really averse to that kind of thing. Just see what happens when you follow a recipe of a food that you kind of like, or see what happens when you try growing a plant from scratch. So those are ways that I am dealing with the empty nest and missing my kids. And I would love to hear from you if you're going through any time right now, or you've gone through a time where you're missing your kids or a person or something, and you've had this little ache. How did you cope with it? I would love to know. Just post your comments below and share them. I'd love to hear how you have dealt with this. Now, if you like my videos, I would love you to subscribe, share them, and get on my newsletter. I do an awesome email newsletter about every 7 to 10 days with super tips that I only talk about in email, and you can find it at thechangeguru.net. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for letting me share what I'm going through. I hope it resonates with you, and I look forward to talking with you next time. Bye for now.